Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Azhar Ali, Assistant Professor, Electrical Engineering Department, Sarhad University, Peshawar. Dear students, this lecture is the continuation of my previous video lecture. In the previous video lectures, we have discussed about the solution of non-linear equations by Newton-Raphson method, by fixed point method, and by secant method. Today we are going to learn about solution of non-linear equations by regular falsi or false position method. And this is the first lecture of 6th week for the course numerical analysis. Now, regular falsi or false position method. This method is the modified form of secant method. Since in the previous lecture we have discussed that secant method for approximate root of non-linear equations f of x is equal to 0 is given by xi plus 1 is equal to xi minus f of xi into xi minus 1 divided by f of xi minus f of xi minus 1 for all I is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n terms. Or this formula can be written as xi plus 1 is equal to xi minus 1 f of xi minus xi into f of xi minus 1 divided by f of xi minus f of xi minus 1 for all I is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n iteration. Or we can write this formula as xr is the required approximate root is equal to xu f of xl minus xl f of xu divided by f of xl minus f of xu. So dear students, regular falsi method formula and secant method formula are same, but there is one difference between these two formula, between these two method. In secant method, the function is not required to change the sign between the estimates, but in false position method the function have opposite sign on initial guesses values. When we choose 2 points xl and xu, then the function have opposite sign on these two initial roots. For example, we have a root x0 and x1. We choose two roots x0 and x1. Then for the regular falsi method, the sign of the function at the two roots will be opposite. That is f of xl dot f of xu less than 0. This expression means that the product of the estimate of the function less than 0, the product of the estimate of the function at these two roots less than 0 means that the function have opposite sign on these two root. So there is the main difference for secant method and for regular falsi method. For both method the formula is similar, but in physical description there is one difference between secant formula and regular falsi procedure. So for the secant method, the function not required to change the sign between the estimators. For two initial values, when we choose two initial values for in secant method, the function does not require to change the sign. It is not necessary that the sign of the function is opposite for the two chosen values, but in the false position method the function have opposite signs on starting two values. So the steps to apply the false position method to find the root of the function f of x is equal to 0 are as follows. Since I have already told you that in secant method the function f of x is not required to change the sign between the estimates, this sentence means that when we choose starting two values, then the function not required to change the sign on the two values. But in false position method, suppose we choose two values named xl and xu, or two guesses for the root, such that these are the starting two values. Which when we choose starting two values, suppose that starting two values are xl and xu. So in false position method, the function have opposite sign on these two chosen roots. That is, the product of the function at xl and xu less than 0. This symbol means that the function have positive sign at xl and the function have negative sign at xu, or the function has positive sign at xu and the function has negative sign at xl. In other words, the function change sign between these two roots. In the second step, estimate the root xr for the equation, for the given equation, by using this formula. This is the new root. For example, we have the first root x0 and the second root x1. First of all, choose two roots for the given equation. Suppose one root is xl and other root is xu, or name the roots x0 and x1. Then first of all, check the sign of the function at these two initial values, at these two chosen values. Then start the third value to find the third value by using this formula. This is like a secant method formula. xr is equal to xu f of xl minus xl f of xu divided by f of xl minus f of xu. Then for the next root, suppose this is x0, this is x1 and this is x2. Now to find the third root. For the third root, now again check the sign of the function at xl or xr. Suppose f of xl dot f of xr less than 0. Then the next root lies between xl and xr. So for the next root, xl as it is, xl will be as it is, this root will be as it is, and replace the xu by this xr. Now if the product of the function at the product of the estimation of the function at xl and xr greater than 0, it means that the function have same sign, the function had same sign at xl and xr. Then suppose both are negative, the sign of the function at xl and xr are negative, then negative negative positive, so the product will be greater than 0. And if the product of the estimate of the function at xu and at xr less than 0, then the root lies between xr and xu. Then xu will be as it is and replace xl by xr. And if the product of the estimation of the function at xl and xr is equal to 0, then the roots will be that xr and stop the algorithm. Then find the new estimates, new started values at which the function have opposite sign of the root, and then find other next roots by using this formula. So dear students, in false position method takes advantages of function curve shape, and false position method may converge more quickly as compared to secant method. Now algorithm for the false position method. These algorithm steps I have already told you in the previous slides. Now again I would like to tell you the algorithm in short steps. if we want to find the roots of a non-linear equation by false position method, then first of all choose two starting values. Suppose one root is xl and the other root is xu. With this condition, choose two roots at this condition, that f of xl dot f of xu less than 0. This expression means that choose two roots at this condition, that the sign of the function at xl and xu will be opposite. Then still need to bracket the root. This sentence means that if the product of the estimation of the function estimation of the function at these two values not less than 0, suppose greater than 0, then it's mean that the function estimated have opposite sign at these two values. Then bracket the root. Bracket the root mean choose other that two roots at which the function have opposite sign. Then at the second step, approximate the root by using this formula. This is like a secant formula, and this formula can be written as xr is equal to xu f of xl minus xl f of xu divided by f of xl minus f of xu. And at the third stage, check the sign. When we find the third root, these are the two initial values, and this is the next third root. Now for the fourth root, again check the sign of the function at these two roots. Suppose first of all check sign of the function, check the estimation sign of the function at xl and at xr. If the estimation of the function have the same sign at xl and at xr, then check the estimation sign of the function at xr and xu. If the function gave us opposite sign at xl and at xr, then we use these two roots in this formula for the coming next root. And if the function have opposite sign at xu and xr, then we replace xl by xr and xu will be as it is. Similarly, if the estimation of the function have opposite sign at xl and at xr, then we replace xu by xr and xl will be as it is. Now for the other roots, so that xl and xu always bracket the roots. This is the graphical representations of the false position method. This curve represents the given non-linear equation, and this is the xl root which we choose at the initial stage, and this is the value of the function at xl. This is the other root named xu, and this is the function estimation value at xu. And dear students, note that this is the secant line. If we replace this curve by the secant line, then we will find the roots x0, x1, x2, x3. This is the approximate root. This is the approximate xr is the approximate root, and this xsteric is also the approximate root. So we are trying to change this curve by a secant line. We replace this curve by a secant line. So in the false position method, dear students, note that the initial starting two values lies on the opposite sides of the curve. This is the first initial value, and this is the second this is the second root which we are going to choose for the next third root. So dear students, this straight line approximate to the exit curve. Now for example, we have a non-linear equation x cube plus 4x square minus 10 is equal to 0. To find the root of this non-linear equation, correct to two decimal places by using false position method. So for the false position method, first of all start in taking any two roots like x1 is equal to 1 and x2 is equal to 2. This x1 suppose here represent xu and this x2 represent the xl. So first of all choose two values at which the function have opposite sign. Suppose for this non-linear equation we choose two starting values, x1 is equal to 1 and x2 is equal to 2. Suppose this is xu, x1 represent xu and x2 represent xl. So when we put this x1 is equal to 1 and the given equation, we get the y value is equal to minus 5. So at x is equal to 1 the function have negative sign. The function gave us negative sign, and at x is equal to 2 the y value is 14. So at this value the function gave a negative sign, and at this value the function gave a opposite sign. The function gave us minus 5 at x is equal to 1, and at x is equal to 2 the function value, the y value is plus 14. So it is clear that the function have opposite sign at these two values. So the roots lies between 1 and 2. Now to find the third root by using this false position method. But dear students, note that the points on the x-axis where the line joining these 2 points cuts it is given by this formula. So to find the other root, suppose the name of the other root is xr, and now this is the third root. This is x1, this is x2, and now we are going to find the third root by using false position method. So x1 represent xu and x2 represent xl. Using the formula xu f of xl minus xl f of xu divided by f of xl minus f of xu. Now putting the values, the xu value is 1 and the estimation of the function at xl is 14. So 1 multiplied 14 minus the xl value is 2. So 2 multiplied the function value at xu is minus 5, and divide by f of xl, the function value at xl is 14. At x is equal to 2 the function value is 14. So at xl the function value is 14 minus the function value at xu. At xu, this is xu and this is the functional value. So the function value at x is equal to xu is minus 5 minus minus plus 5. So after simplification the third root gives 1.26. By using false position method, the third root for this non-linear equation is 1.26. Now for the fourth root, first of all put this third root into the given equation. So putting the third root x3 1.26 in the given equation, we get minus 1.65. Now dear students, this point is very important to note that since the function have negative sign at x3, this is a negative sign, and the function have opposite sign at x2 at xl. So replace this xu by xr and xl will be as it is. So now for the fourth root, this is xu. This is the xu value 1.26. So this is the xu value. So dear students, I want to tell you again that now check the function sign at x3. So when we put this root into the given equation, the function have minus 1.65. and now check the sign of the function for these three roots. This is xu and this is xl, and now this is the xr. x3 represent xr. So dear students, note that the function have minus 5 at xu, and the function has plus 14 at xl, and the function have negative sign at x3. So it is clear that the function have opposite sign at x3 and at xl. So replace xu by x3 and xl will be as it is. So replace the xu by x3, and the x3 value is 1.26, and xl will be as it is for the next fourth root. So the fourth root is now, this is xu f of xl minus xl f of xu divided by f of xl minus f of xu. So the xu value is 1.26 multiplied the estimate of the function at xl is 14 minus this is xl value multiplied the function estimation at xu is minus 1.65 divided by the value of the function at xl is 14, and the value of the function at xu is minus 1.65. so minus minus plus. Now simplify this expression, we get the fourth root is now 1.34. Now for the next fifth root, check the sign of the function at this x4. So putting this x4th root in the given equation, we have minus 0.41. So now dear students, note that since the function have negative sign, at x4, and the function also has negative sign at x3, and the function has negative sign at this xu, which is the first initial value at x1. x1 is 1 and the function value is minus 5. So it is clear that the function have opposite sign at x4 and at xl. Now replace again xu value by this x4, and xl will be as it is. So the next fourth root is so simple. I want to tell you, take these 2 points, 1.34 minus 0.141. This is the value of x, and this is the value of y. Now this is the another value of x, and this is the value of y. At x is equal to 1.34, the function have negative value, which is minus 0.41, and at x is equal to 2, the function have positive value, which is 14. So this is the this is represent the xu, and this is represent the xl value. So putting in this formula, we obtain in the third iteration we obtain the fifth root of the function is 1.36. Now for the fifth root, again check the sign of the function. Putting this fifth root in the given equation, the fifth root is 1.36, and the value of the function at this value is minus 0.086. Now for the next iteration, using these 2 points, this is the value of x and this is the value of function. Now this is the value of x and this is the value of function. Why we choose these two values? Because the function have negative sign at this value, and the function have positive sign at x is equal to 2, which is 14. So replace XU by this XR, which is 1.36, and XL will be as, this is the XL value, XL will be as it is. Now using again the false position formula, putting the value of XU is 1.36 and the value of XL is 2, and after simplification we get the sixth root as 1.36. So dear students, note that the fifth root is also 1.36 and the sixth root is also 1.36. Since in this fourth iteration we have the value of a root which repeats up to 2 decimal places, so the sixth root is the required root correct to 2 decimal places. Now let's move on another example, and this is the hand calculation example for you dear students. I want to give some hints for the roots of this non-linear equation and you will check these calculations. So since we have a non-linear equation, f of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. In this example I choose two values, xl is 2 and xu is 3.2. Since this function gave a negative sign at xl is equal to 2 and gave a positive value at xu is equal to 3.2. Suppose put xl is equal to 2 power 2 4, and 2 multiplied minus 2 minus 4 plus 4 minus 4 cancel, we have minus 3. Minus 3 is less than 0. So this function have a negative value at x is equal to 2. Function value is less than 0 at x is equal to 2, and function value greater than 0 at xu. Function have negative sign at xl is equal to 2 and have positive sign at xu is equal to 3.2. Now using the false position formula to find the next root xr, first of all put these two roots in the formula. You will get the third root 2.9375. now put this third root into the given equation, you will get minus 0.2460, and this, from this value it is clear that the function have negative sign at this third root and the function have positive sign at this xu value. So dear students, function have opposite sign at these two values, so replace xl by this xr and xu will be as it is, and using the false position method you will get the other root which will be the fourth root 2.99698. now putting this root into the given equation you will get minus 0.01207. now from here it is clear that the function have negative sign at this fourth root and the function have positive sign at xu which is 3.2. so using these two values, replace xl by this root and xu will be as it is. You will find the fifth root. This is the fifth root. Replace xl by this xr and xu will be as it is, and putting these two values, this is xl and this is xu, in the false position formula you will get now this root, and putting this root into the given equation you will get again a negative sign minus 0.0000576. so again here the function have two opposite sign. At this value the function have positive sign and at this value the function has negative sign. So now find this root. For this root replace xl by this value and xu will be as it is. You will find the next root which is 2.9999315. and dear students, note that this is the approximate root correct to 3 decimal places. and this is also an approximate root correct to 2 decimal places. In this root, after decimal we have 2 repeated digits 999, and in this root we have also 2 digits after decimal, which is in repeated form 99. So if we find the roots of this equation correct to 2 decimal places, then this will be the required root. And if we find the root, if we want to find the root of this nonlinear equation correct to 3 decimal places, then this will be the required root of this nonlinear equation. And this is the end of this segment. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.